good afternoon, whatever time it is that you're listening to this. In Chattanooga today, it is sunny, and we're all excited, if I can just speak for the city itself. So what I wanted to come on and talk about, this is not particularly therapy related. It is me related. It is life related, which ultimately, since I'm a one-man show, brings it back into physical therapy because that's the business that I'm running. But what I want to talk about, let me just go full disclosure. I'm a Christian. I love Jesus Christ. So that is the focus of my life. If that makes me lose any followers, that's totally okay with me. But if that makes me gain any followers, that's also totally okay with me. So one of the reasons people ask me a lot lately, why did you leave a big company? Why did you leave a safety umbrella of this company where there's compliance, there's people running everything for you, all you gotta do is show up and work. I left it for several reasons, and it wasn't because I didn't like anybody that I was working with, and it wasn't because I didn't enjoy the business itself. I did, however, there's just a lot of things I couldn't do that I wanted to do. And I'm definitely a rebel in the sense of it wasn't shocking for me to accidentally be one of those rule breakers. So whoops, I didn't realize that was something I wasn't allowed to do. But that had a lot of impact in why I eventually left and created my own business. So things that are important to me, that they make me who I am. They're all encompassing in what makes up my personality, what makes me treat the way that I do, what makes me respect my body the way that I do, what makes me be in awe of the body that I have in the way that I do. And a lot of that ties back into my faith, right? So kind of like in school, it's a little bit frowned upon in a big company setting to really talk about religion, politics, anything like that. I'm okay leaving politics aside. That's fine. Anybody who knows me really closely knows I'm going to have my opinions. But religion is something that I don't want to be told I can't talk about, especially when I'm talking about the body, its ability to heal, its ability to be incredibly resilient. In my own world, that draws back to I was created to be exceptional. Our bodies are created to work in incredible ways, really. When you think about it, it's insane the way that our body works. So anyways, today in church, we were talking about a passage of scripture in 1 Corinthians, can't speak, chapter 12, and it was talking about spiritual gifts. And it was talking about, how the foot can't say to the eye, well, I'm not an eye, so I don't want to be a part of this body. The arm can't say to the body, well, I'm not a leg, so I can't be an arm, part of this body. And in general, it's talking about how we all serve a role in the greater being that we are, right? So specifically, it's talking about members of a church and their spiritual gifts. But I want to relate that more back to healthcare. So actually, it seems like I can't get work off the brain a lot of the times, which is fine, because I'm hopefully thinking about work quite a bit right now as I'm starting and running a successful business. But in healthcare, things that I've noticed are scarcity mindset is everywhere. Everyone needs to be the number one person to do something. Everyone needs to know the secrets to get everyone better. And I think sometimes we forget about being a collective body with the ultimate goal of helping people thrive and live the healthiest lives that they can live, most pain-free lives. Now, I am absolutely not one to ignore the fact that there are anomalies and that some people's bodies cannot fight back. I had a very close friend die of ovarian cancer. She was incredibly fit, incredibly healthy, did everything right, and her body it could not, right? So I'm not oblivious to that. But in general, healthcare is supposed to work together for the greater good, right? And so things that I've been doing around Chattanooga, I have been networking with a lot of people. I've been following their content in the healthcare world specifically. If it's somebody that I feel like I really dig the things that they're putting out, I trust their information. I've reached out and I have gone to lunch with them, gotten coffee with them, gone in and looked at their offices, things like that, because I want to make an absolute point that if I am not the right person for somebody, I want to be able to recruit somebody else in this, body that we have as healthcare, and I want to be able to refer you to the best person for you. So truly, in a one-man show. There's only one of me. I'm not looking to treat the entire city of Chattanooga. I'm not looking to treat the entire city of Red Bank that I live in. I am looking for specific people that like my personality, that want to work with me, that click with me, and that I can ultimately be the best possible answer to their issue and help them find the solution to their problem. Am I going to be the right fit for literally everybody? No, like not at all. And I am very confident in myself, knowing that I'm an exceptional clinician. I know I have a ton of head knowledge, but I also can say at the end of the day, like, if I'm not the right person for you, let me scoot you on to somebody else. So it just got me thinking collective body, thinking, nobody is necessarily more important than another. Does medicine have its role? Absolutely. Does physical therapy have its role? Absolutely. Does chiropractic have its role? Does holistic medicine? Do massage therapists, personal trainers? Everyone has their role. And I think to get this mindset of one person is just way more important, that's where we really get into trouble. That's where you get physicians that, if they don't know, refer out. And a lot of times people don't do that. So just to let everybody know, I do not think that I'm absolutely the bee's knees. I think I'm an exceptional clinician, and I'm totally capable of referring out. I am trying my best these days to really respect the whole body in a sense of healthcare. I don't want to dog any specific person. If I don't think I'm the right person, I want to send you on to somebody who I think is the right fit. So that's what I've been doing. Spiritual gifts. One of mine is relationships. I can talk to anybody. I can get to know anybody. I can do all of these things, and that is fantastic, because when I get to that point where I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm for you, I can hopefully go on my running list now of people in Chattanooga and be like, you know what though? I've been following this person, their content is exceptional, and I think their personality is going to mesh with you super well. So that's my goal, is to be able to, if I'm not your physical therapist, if I'm not the person to solve your problem, I want to, at a minimum, respect the entire body of healthcare around me and send you to the right person. So that's what I was thinking about in church this morning. The body is incredible. I want to be able to acknowledge that when I'm running and cycling and doing these long endurance things that are required of me at the moment while I'm training for a half marathon, I go through a list. Thank you for these eyes that let me see where I'm going, because not everybody has that ability. Thank you for the ears that can hear traffic coming, that can scout things out. And I go through the list. Thank you for my legs, primarily because I'm in a scenario of work where I've come alongside of a ton of people who cannot say what I'm saying. They either have COPD and their lungs aren't working the way that they should work, or maybe they have a spinal cord injury and their legs are not going to listen to their brain no matter how hard they try. Maybe they have an autoimmune disease. Maybe they have autonomic dysfunction where they want to get up and run around. Their body says no. So I try not to take any of that for granted. I try to acknowledge that my body is resilient. So things that I want to leave you with today are, ask all of the questions. If you feel like, I'm just not sure this is the right vibe for me with a healthcare provider, ask another healthcare provider. Be like, you know what? Here's what I'm looking for. Can you help me? In this day and age of social media, we're all connected in some way. I can list 10 people right now that I'd be totally fine treating you if it wasn't me, right? The other thing I want you guys to be aware of are that your body is incredible. It is literally incredible. Your cells regenerate. Your tissues repair themselves. I mean, it's truly amazing. So if you're having pain, things like that, just keep that in mind. It's not the end of the world. If you're wondering, has this ever happened to anybody else? Ask somebody. It probably has. It's probably pretty common. So that's a lot of what I do in my therapy sessions, is educating somebody of like, you know what, it's totally normal that this happened to you. Here's what we're going to do next. Here's our plan of action. We're going to get you back to XYZ, and we move forward. A lot of times it's the fear that holds people back. So to keep myself from rambling, because I know people don't like Facebook Lives that are exceptionally long, which is my forte. It's a beautiful day. Your body is resilient. I want to encourage you to reach out if you have any questions. I'm constantly trying to kind of look through my news feed, and if somebody's complaining about something or curious about something body-wise, I try to chime in and give my 2 cents. But yeah, enjoy the weather, enjoy your body, reach out to a healthcare professional if you have questions. Let us help guide you to this huge body of people that we have. I'm not kidding. I have people in every single niche you could ever think of that are specialists. So if you're very curious as to what's going on with your body, but you don't think your general practitioner maybe knows, reach out to me. I promise you, in almost every scenario, I can point you to a specialist who would love to talk to you, love to educate you. We're in a very interesting time right now. We're in a time where we can share all of our knowledge pretty darn easily. So I want to make that accessible to you. My gift is communication. My gift is empathy. My gift is getting to know my patients. So even if you're not my patient, let that work in your favor, right? So get to know me, reach out to me if you want. I'm about to go on a run right now. So headphones are hanging out of my shirt. But I just had to get that off my chest. We are all supposed to be this big collective body. Yes, the Bible verse was talking about the church. I am now moving it over to healthcare. So as soon as you feel like you need something else, reach out. We should all be here to help everybody get better, feel the best that they can. And I'm totally fine saying that that's not me. And I'll send you somebody else who it is. So enjoy your day. I hope everyone has a fantastic Sunday, and I will chat with you guys later. If I can get off of this live. I can't. My screen is frozen. Okay, so for all of you guys just sitting here watching me struggling to get off my Facebook Live, my screen is glitched, so I'll just sit here.